Hey guys, and welcome to another episode in our Bernie family YouTube and Facebook. And yes, it's a bit of a rolling start today. We're just heading into the field. You'll see why very shortly. Yeah, still a lot of snow at the time of filming this video. So let's see. Yeah, last time of course guys we were working on the gate. And now there's a bit of snow on the ground's pretty hard, I'll tell you. But today I need to get the little trailer and I'll show you what we're up to. Yeah, so we've got to get to the wood shop. I'll just take the little trailer I think, eh? We've got the big trailer in the background there. But as always guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit notifications. Loads and loads of videos to come obviously, including this, Emily's horse field project. Now where did I see those deer tracks? There's a lot of rabbit tracks. As you'll see, the rabbits have been out and about, look. But where was that deer tracks? I bet you I've just run over them with the Land Rover. Yes, hopefully as you'll see, these are different to the rabbit ones, look. See the hoofs? See the hoofs going into there? I'm pretty sure that would have been a deer down here last night. And obviously guys, we're right on the edge of town, so you know, they're probably just coming to try and find some food or a bit of water, you know. Yes, of course, Frank won't get stuck in this, but the 7.5 tonner did. The big horse lorry, look, that was where the front wheels were, look. And I'll have to fill them back in when the time comes. Here's my thing that we built that didn't actually work. There we go, got to try though. Maybe gonna have to get some metal ones of these, you know, proper ones. That's okay. So yeah, we've still got this trailer on the go. Obviously can't touch it just this second, but that was our caravan conversion. We took the entire shell off that caravan and now we've got a big hay bale trailer. But this is my little trusted Trixie. This is Trixie. And I bought this thing before at a really good price, and the guy had actually made it from scratch. He was trying to pick up a big conservatory, you know, those buildings with just windows. So he pieced together this, you see, and then sold it once he'd done it. So the thing's practically brand new and custom made. Absolutely superb. You just have to watch, it's quite light, you see, especially in the ice. You know, Frank's absolutely fine, but she's so light she can't swing out on the ice if you're not too careful. But yeah, we got her covered over with that. It's actually a lorry tarpaulin, believe it or not. And I'm getting to my point of why we're here shortly. Yeah, so obviously we're started up this, look here, for the electric fence that we're going to half the field right across. It's called strip grazing. That side we'll use next time, but when the horses come we'll use this side here. But as you can see, this is why you need hay and straw for the horses. And hopefully Dad is building them a really, really nice home. Look at this. Hey, look at this. Oh, ground's hard. Now, I wasn't going to do it. I'd kind of gone off the idea of doing it, guys, right? But I think I'm back on it. It's to use pallets on this floor. Okay? Pallet on that part of the floor there. And then put down, look, the Starling board, or OSB board if you want to call it that. And this will cut down a heck of a lot in price, you know. A bit more work obviously, but... And again guys, the horses really aren't going to be, you know, any more than a couple of feet at 18 inches from the wall, so I don't need to cover these bits. Because obviously we don't have drainage. That's one of the problems. We've got a water supply, but not drainage. So I think what I'll do is fill it with chips all the way around. And maybe like a strip in the middle. But the Starling board obviously will have to cover with something to make it waterproof. But I am thinking that we might be using this. This is one seriously thick tarpaulin. Absolutely seriously thick. And I'm really thinking about that to cover the floor. I'm actually wondering if we're going to get enough out of this thing. I think we will actually. We might get enough out of it to do the roof on this. Obviously we've got these bits in place. And as you'll see that ones there, I just popped them in because, look, that was a bit that we'd built together in like 3 bits. I haven't finished it yet. That bit's not so bad, but you can imagine the weight of snow on the roof at the moment, guys. We need 5 supports, and obviously enough for the horses to kind of manoeuvre around as well. But obviously there's a bigger area I'll be here, like, and that'll be fine. And hopefully, guys, once I've got all this done and this done and that done, you know, and everything's as kind of airtight as possible, you know, to keep them warm, but we'll leave the top bits open for airflow. And I think that'd be a really good idea, because we don't want this thing starting to smell, do we? Now, guys, the temperature just now, I mean, I just took my glove off and my hand is already cold, holding the camera. And I'm pretty sure, I don't think this is too, no, it's not bad. It's going to be pretty cold in here, so we've got a gas heater coming, which we're going to use for the house, because the gas prices are extortionate at the moment. But I think what I'm going to do is get the last of these walls put on, and we can put it in here, and I can just work away in here to my heart's content. Yeah, so that's Sheriff Mill Motors across there. You know, they do all the heavy goods vehicle haulage and of course recovery. You'll see that curtain side, well, it's not even a curtain side, that's actually ripped wide open with some kind of an accident. But that's where the lorry's parked. This is actually their land. I think it comes up to about here. I think the bum of the lorry is actually on their land. I know my mate's there. But we took her out altogether because, guys, you know, it was just, you know, getting stuck so easily. And there's plenty of room down there, so it was very kind of them. So we're just going to leave her in there just now. But if you're watching for the first time, that will be our horse lorry. Now, obviously it's a cab, but it's a tilt cab, so it's not... So if you're just watching this for the first time, it's actually got a tilt cab. You know, so it doesn't interconnect through to the sleeping area at the back. There's a big... You get to lift up that bit at the front and then pump it over. There's probably the first third or so of that back end is actually living area. 2 double beds, cooker, all that sort of stuff. And then you've got enough room for 3 horses, but I think we'll only ever be carrying 2, I think, you know, at any one time. But you never know. Yeah, so these are just temporary. You'll see these lights just here, guys. They're actually magnetic on the back and work really, really well, except from the actual magnet itself. They're not very good at all. So we have to think about a little design on the back here so we can use them and get Frank's number plate in there. But look at the size of that. But you can imagine in the town, guys, we don't need that in the town. That's a lot to manoeuvre around. Trixie is just perfect for that. Yeah, one of the things you get to watch for this time of year, guys, is, you know, like, things are frozen. So you can imagine the mechanism in there, you know, opens up to let the ball of the tow ball go into it. It might not actually be on just now, but I have checked and it is. So always double check. As you can tell, it's just a light wee thing. Awesome. So another quick look up top. Look, there's not a lot of snow on there, and the sun's out. I've got a feeling that'll all melt today off the top of the roof, but we need to get it sealed up so I can use the gas heater, I think. Right, so off to the wood shop we go. Just try and make sure I've got everything. I'm sure I have. And I think we only have to come back up here one more time today, which will be fine. But yeah, I need to get going. I've got to get moving. Just slidey. Wait till I come to the road. Slow. There we go. Oh, big tractor. And here we go, and boy do I miss this, I'll tell you, Builders Merchants. Really, really miss it, big style. There we go, some more supplies from Highland Industrial Supplies. Thank you very much, chaps. They've actually got another shop down here. I'm kind of looking for nuts and bolts. I'll just see if down the road's got any as well. Yeah, this is one of our industrial estates in the town, and this is where I used to work actually. Miss it, I tell ya, miss it. Yeah, so back at night we've come, guys. Got a lot to do. I'll get all these lights set up first, I think. That's all the wood we got today. Just gonna let them dry out a bit first. That rope's come loose. Look, I grab that. I don't want it flapping around. This is when I wish I'd got all the walls on by now, you know what I mean? But goodness me. Sheet apply. Right, so this has got a bit of light in now, look. Now it's going to be put to position the camera so I can show you what we're doing. Maybe over here, eh? Yeah, I thought I'll just make ourselves a temporary workstation there. It's a wee bit too big, but I don't have anything smaller to make a table. Just have to do the job for just now. Here we go. Now put you guys behind these lights, that should be a good spot for you. Right, let's see. What are we going to do first? I don't think this one. Let's see if these will go in the chop saw. I don't think so. Yeah, that's too big. Worth a try. Yeah, you see the fence post is there. I want to put that on like that. And these are treated pieces of wood. I want to put that on there like that so I can get the 200. Come on, 200. We'll make some 3s and make the rest 2s, eh? That would be a good idea. Yes, so a 2.4 length. These are 200s, and that's 300s. I think I'm going to make most of them this high, and some of them that high. And if we're going to drill holes, I'll have to do it there. It'd be so nice to cut them, you know, like that, so they look nice on the post, but it takes away too much. I have to drill pilot holes through there, you see. Yeah, now, I've still got 3 lengths left. That's 44 posts. I've still got 3 to do. I think what I'll do is, because I know they've got these, I think more of these, I'll need more of these. But it's just get these all made up just now, and then we can do the rest. Right guys, so the idea is, look, if you can just see that, that's where the electric fence tape goes in. I have to say, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that way around or that way around. I think this way around would actually be better. That's the way I'm going to do it anyway. If I pre-drill these, get the screws in, get that in, to all of them, don't worry, I'm not going to have that all on camera, well, they're well ready to go. That is just on it, look. Just on it. But these aren't load bearing or anything like that at all, you know, that should never ever really have any major strain. I've got a feeling once the horses figure out what the white tape is, they probably won't go near it. Yeah, so I think I'll have to do these quite low. Right, let's see, so maybe... I think that's where the screws go. Let's see. Yeah, that'll go in. That'll go in. I think I can just use the same drill piece. Now, if they are going to be that way around, let's see. Where will we put it? Just there. Just there would be just fine, I think. I could be wrong. Really get a block of wood for under this. So let's see. Oh right, okay, so they kind of stand out, look. Okay. Right, so hopefully you'll see now guys, look, deck screws, that's in there now. I'm sure they point up the way. I'm sure they do. Can't get any internet signal to check. Then I think they just snap over, look, and that's it. The tape goes in there. So all I have to do is make up, I'm not going to do it on camera, don't worry, is make up all of these like that. It's going to be half of them done, and then we can see what we need in the end. And there we go, all prepared and done. So that's about half of them. So obviously when it's light out, I'll just see exactly how many we'll actually need, so I know how to cut up this last 3 that we've got there, whether they have to be 200s or 300s. Obviously a mix of both. But listen, that's it raining now. But look, I'm absolutely fine. Oh, that's off down there, I better get that. Yes, we're filling up again. Yes, I'd like to get some of that Starling board up on here, or the OSB if you'd rather call it that. But obviously guys, you know, these sheets are 2.4 by 1.2, and I was just actually thinking about actually having them at an angle. You see how there's a little gap there? If I screw down to the bottom and on here, then we've got this kind of slant. It certainly makes life a lot easier. Yeah, so just back down, I'm kind of coming back and forth at this job, guys, so sorry about that, it's just the way that it is at the minute. But what I'm starting to get concerned about is this. Look, see these points? My mate just across there sort of pointed it out to me. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that could burst this, you know, and I want to use this as roofing, so I don't want it damaged. So we've got an old blanket. It's all we need. Look, there's Jessica over there. Not allowed to touch her. Not allowed to touch her until I've done this job. Oh. Yeah, so this old blanket right here, looking at the chainsaw for some serious stuff, and I'm just going to cut up some cloths and sort of fold them over and put them on those points, and that should protect it. Yeah, the back of the car won't look like this all the time, guys, but goodness me, look. Just got all the tools here, all the stuff that we need, superb. But hopefully when this place is finished, that's all the power tools back into the shed, and that's us, you know. So yeah, I'm going to rip up these sheets and put them on the ends. We're starting to just lose light again. My plan started to come back up after supper time. Promised David I'd buy my sub. Yeah, so that's that done. So I just hope you can see. You can see, look, they're red. Just ripped up all that blanket in each one, because we want this. This is going to be our new roof. I'm absolutely sure of it. This thing's awesome and very, very strong. Absolutely. And I can't see a leak in there yet with this being over it, you know what I mean? Yeah, lights are fading. Yeah, so guys, we're back up and look, I've got my helper with me, and we're just checking to see if there's any leaks at all. Because it's kind of went off again just there, but
I found a cold head.
I'm not really seeing any. That's not actually moisture, I don't think, is it? No, can't be. But yeah, we're looking totally dry.
I can definitely see on this box thing it's wet because the whole course, that's one thing.
Yeah, so we're on it, and David's reminding me to have some fun, eh, son? Get all serious at work, we should be having fun. Yeah, so I was just saying to David, look, this is the issue that we have. Look, so you see the wood comes right out here, which means we're going to have to put in some stoppers like that, you know, to make sure this is absolutely level. So we have to do a little bit of cutting, my boy. And obviously we don't have a post here, look. So I'm going to have to put in a post here as well, just to level that one up.
First.
David has found a rusty old saw that was buried in the sand, and he's going to have a go at that. I'll stick with the modern one. Yeah, guys, there you go. Look, 1, 2, 3. Now, obviously, guys, you know, if we had money to burn, we could put a post in there and we could put the bits across and all that sort of stuff, you know. But we are doing it on a budget, so this is a pretty good idea, I think. Yeah, so obviously, guys, quite a wood saver doing it this way. Now, you obviously might think, well, you know, that's going to be, you know, that could get bashed by the horses' bums. But what we're going to do is put a rail round anyway, so Emily can tie horses on, and that'll protect it. It's not shoddy workmanship, guys, don't worry. It's just been very economical with what we've got, or in our case, what we don't have. We've got this going over in the corner now, and I've just pinned it up here. I think we've still got, yeah, to lift this side up here. Just lift it up a bit. Let's see if that's going to level, son. There. Now what we're doing just now, guys, is we're just pinning it on, because what we're going to cover it with is roofing felt. And yeah, you know, like it's the watch in the middle there, so we'll put on a rail all the way around to protect it from the horses' bums, you know. That'll be good. Oh, the rain's coming down now. So yeah, that's them just pinned up there just now. And we're going to have to put something on top all the way around, because it could be a tinder box behind there, son. Bits of straw in there, over the, you know, and all it takes is a spark and this will be up on fire. So we're going to have to put on a top part, but that's fine. Make a really nice top part for it. That'll work. And we'll just cut off that end bit with a reciprocating saw when we come to the end, eh? But that'll do. Yeah, so look at that, guys. I'm wondering if that's the better idea. Instead of having it over there, is have it there. Because she is going to need a little bit somewhere where she can put spades and rakes and all sorts of stuff, you know. And that might be a really good idea. It is actually. Don't know if the camera will pick this up pretty well, guys, but that looks like a lorry, look. Just being recovered. Obviously broken down, so it's the heavy recovery unit that's taking it in. Now it might not look like it, but that wood supply is dwindling and dwindling and dwindling, but that's good. I just want to use what we've got and get this thing all cleared up. That would just be great. But there we go, yeah, I might have to put a wall on there now, eh? I'm trying to leave these bits open, you know, just to get in and out. It's really, really handy. And get them at the end. I need to get some metal strips and get them bolted on up there as well. Not bad for another night though, eh? Not very exciting stuff, but got to be done.